Hey, everybody, how are you? Happy Friday. It is May 17th, 2024. Hope you are doing well in your part of the world. Thank you for joining me today. I'm in a little bit of a different setup for my studio here. I decided to kind of play around with the lighting. I have a little bit less light on right now than I usually do, but I thought it'd be fun to try this just to see how it looks on screen and looks in some of the videos. But yeah, we made it to Friday, guys. It's the end of a work week. But I know there's some of you out there like me that run your own business, so maybe there is no end to the week. But yeah, it's a good Friday. It's a Friday where you kind of feel like summer is right around the corner. So I hope that you're doing well, that you're staying cool in your part of the world. This is my 5th day of streaming. I promised to stream every day this week, so this fills my promise to do that. Overall, it's gone well this week. I got a little bit of participation, got quite a few viewers. Surprisingly, a lot of people watch the stream after I posted. That's kind of a surprising thing, especially on YouTube. I get a few views on there. I even had some comments overnight about the stream, and I thought that was a little different because I didn't think anybody would be interested in that. But yeah, it's been an interesting week of streaming. I think that if I were to repeat this, I would probably want to try a different time slot, see if there's other time slots that maybe work a little bit better. I was spending some time with some of my analytics yesterday and just really looking at all the fascinating ways you can cut up those numbers. So I might fool around with some of the time. The data scientist in me wants to conduct experiments and see if there's other things I could be doing. But just as before, I am streaming both on YouTube and on X simultaneously. So you're welcome to watch on either platform. You're welcome to put in your comments on either platform. I can see the comments here on my end from both sides. And if you put in a comment, I'll also put it up on the screen so that people on both streams can see each other's comments. So yeah, if you guys want to tell me what you're up to, what you did this week, what your plans are for the weekend, I'm happy to hear about it. You don't have to be an advanced data science genius to talk in these live streams. On my social accounts, I get contacted by everything from executives to students to other consultants, researchers. I get all kinds of contact. So if you're still starting in your data science journey, don't be shy. Feel free to just drop a comment and let me know where you're watching from and yeah, what kind of data science you do, if any. Maybe you're just somebody who wants to make a career change. I get a lot of questions around that too, where people just want to understand what it would take to go from their current situation to being a data scientist. But yeah, so happy to help you guys. Like I said before, I treat these as open office hours, where kind of like when you were in college and your professor would have open hours. They would sit there in an office and people would come by. Sometimes people stop by and sometimes they don't. And the professor would just help whoever stopped by. So that's what I do. I run these just to kind of be available to people, be available to people's questions. Sometimes when you're on YouTube or on X, maybe more on YouTube, the conversation is all just one way, right? The data science people you watch, they're just thinking of things to tell you, and then they tell you, but you have no way to interact, right? So that's what I try to do on these live streams. I try to keep giving all of you an opportunity to talk and to ask your own specific questions, because I know everyone's needs are different and all that. So that's kind of the purpose here. That's kind of what we're trying here. So feel free to let me know what you're up to. If you have questions, if you've seen some of my other videos and you have questions, or if you've seen other people's videos and you have questions, I'm happy to help with that too. At the very least, let me know you're out there and let me know that. Let me know what you think about my studio setup for today. It's significantly less lighting that I have turned on. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm liking this. I'm kind of liking the mood it sets. It's a little bit more of a quieter mood. It almost feels like I'm broadcasting at night, but it's actually a very beautiful sunny day outside for me. But this feels like it's like has like a night feel to it, right? And that's okay, right? But yeah, let me know what you think about it. Let me know if this is something I should continue, or do you prefer the old lighting setup? Because I have some very nice lights in my studio. But just trying something different, trying something new. I've also been, starting my day here as I usually do with my walk. As I've said on other streams, I walk every day. My walk is just over 5 kilometers or 3.5 miles. And I always end every walk at Starbucks. So I have my morning coffee. My dog has his morning treat with his pup cup. At Starbucks, if you ask for it, they give you this little cup with whipped cream in it that the dogs just love. I mean, my dog loves his pup cup. So we sit outside and get a little bit of sun, and he gets his treat. I drink my double espresso, and just kind of a good way to. And then we walk home, and then that's just a nice way to finish off our walk. Because I do the Starbucks at the end, and then I'll kind of take a little bit of a break there. So the walk back from Starbucks kind of serves as my cool down. Excuse me, kind of serves as my cool down to kind of help have me focus for the rest of the day. And today I actually had to stop a couple times on my walk to write down different ideas and different notes, because one of the reasons I like my walk is because it lets me kind of just think and bring new blood to my brain and stuff like that. And sometimes a good idea will strike me, and then I'll have to stop and pull out my phone and write it down real quick. So I actually did that twice today during my walk. So that was really beneficial to do that, to be able to have that time that kind of brings clarity and helps me come up with different ideas and grow the channel. So I wrote down a few ideas that I'll be executing on very shortly. I'm always looking for new topics or new things that I can tackle to bring value to all of you, because I think there's so many things to talk about when it comes to data science. So I want to be able to share all of those with you and kind of be able to grow things with you. But if there's ever any topics or any questions you have, please let me know. Earlier this week on this same live stream, we had some discussion around logistic regression that somebody wanted to understand. So that's logistic regression as opposed to just regular regression or other regression methods. Logistic regression kind of has its own little nuances that you have to deal with. So that was something that was a fun discussion. I can't say I do a lot of work with logistic regression, but it's a very powerful tool that you still need to keep, available to you. So I'm seeing almost 10 different people in the chat. Don't be shy. Please drop a comment and let me know how you're doing. Let me know what your plans are for the weekend. Let me know what you think about this studio setup. I don't know. I think I might try filming a couple things in this setup. It has a certain allure to it. But let me know what you think. Maybe it's too dark. Maybe it's coming across as too dark on your side or whatever. But I'm still new to content creation. I'm still making mistakes, and that's okay. I'm learning. So if you have any feedback, maybe my audio doesn't sound right or something distracting in the background, let me know. But yeah, so we made it to Friday. This weekend, I am going to be spending it with family. I am very involved in the lives of my niece and nephew. And my niece has a performance this weekend. So I'll be traveling to go see her perform. She has 2 performances this weekend, so I'm going to go out to do that. Spend some time with her and with my nephew and with my sister. These are my sister's kids. And my sister is married to a good guy, and we're friends also. So I'll be spending time with my brother-in-law, also her husband. My parents are also going to be out there. They're going to also go see the performance. So we're going to go spend some time together as a family. We're going to, after one of her performances, we're going to have dinner at at a restaurant that we've been to before. It's a very good restaurant. It's near where my sister lives. So kind of looking forward to that too. It's a nice steakhouse. So going to have a good steak there. But yeah, we're going to just have a good family weekend. I'll be leaving first thing tomorrow for that. So I probably won't get a walk-in tomorrow. This past week I walked, I don't just walk, by the way. I do what's known as rucking. And what rucking is, you're basically, walking with a weighted backpack with a weight on you. So I walk. This was my first full week, walking with 35 pounds. So it's not just 5 kilometers; it's 5 kilometers with a 35-pound pack on. So it's quite challenging, but it makes me feel good. It kind of helps build your core and stuff. I think it's also just kind of helped my overall leg strength. So, having said that, I kind of am looking forward to some days off because I won't be walking Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, because I'll be doing family stuff. So I pushed myself a little bit this week, but I think it was for good reasons. And it's because I'll be, kind of taking 3 days off here. So yeah, that's kind of my weekend plan. Let me know what your weekend plans are, if there's anything on your schedule. Or of course, if you want to talk data science, I'm also here for that. Also had some really good engagement on some of the videos that I recently posted. I post a lot of short videos on YouTube. I've been experimenting with different aspects of those videos, and I got some really good engagement on what I posted today. So with the trip that I have coming up during the travel time, I'll also kind of be taking the time to think about different ideas or different things I want to do with the channel, different things I want to do with my business, because I still work directly with clients also. But yeah, that's kind of the plan for my weekend. What do you got going on for your weekend? Let me know what you're up to. Feel free to drop a comment. Like I said, I put up all comments on the screen so that people can see it when they're viewing this later, or they can also see it when if you're on YouTube, you can see the X people's comments and vice versa. So let me know what you're up to. Let me know what part of the weekend you're looking forward to, and also just kind of let me know where you're joining me from. I was looking at my analytics yesterday, and it turns out that most of my audience is really from 4 different cities. I have a lot of audience in New York, Chicago, Bangalore, India, and I can't remember the 4th city, but it was a city in India. I believe it was in Tamil. But those are really the 4 cities that, according to my YouTube analytics, are where most of my viewers are. So if you're in one of those cities, I would love to hear from you just to kind of confirm those analytics, or maybe you're for a completely different area. I don't know. So let me know what you're up to. Probably just keep this stream open for a couple more minutes if I don't get any interaction. But happy to be here and spend some time with you. I also did a stream on TikTok yesterday. Had some really nice conversation with a couple of guys from Texas. So I might also stream that a little bit later before my workday is up. But otherwise, just spending some good time here, wrapping up Friday, and looking forward to the weekend. All right, everybody. I think I'm going to wrap this up. But if there's anything I can do to help you, please follow me on my socials. I'm on all the major socials: Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, YouTube, and X. And happy to help you with anything you guys need in data science. I'll see you next time.